I'm Connie from Amaya, and this is Hatha Flow. I'm a little crooked here. That drives me crazy. Or maybe it's the mat. Welcome. If you've never experienced Amaya, we empower women doing yoga, meditation, and coaching, mindset coaching, and we draw upon community because it takes a village. And I know we're all spread out, especially right now during this pandemic, and gathering virtually is kind of what we do anyway. So it feels really important to do that now. That's why we're offering these classes, to keep our community together. If you'd like to bump it up a notch, we offer a 40-day program called Back to Her. We offer a 7-day program called Do Less and Be More. And they're both online courses really designed to connect you with your power and teach you how to set boundaries and create ritual so that you can live your best life, Today's Mother's Day. I know that this can be a really triggering holiday for some people that, don't have a strong relationship with their biological mother, or in some way or another aren't able to have children. So I want you to know that Michaela and I support you and see you if this is a really difficult moment for you. And we would love to encourage everyone to really connect with the mother within them, because there's many ways to mother. First and foremost, mothering yourself and really taking care of number one, which is you, so that you can share your gifts and what you were meant to be doing in this moment, in this life. So we'll take a moment right now to connect to the mother within and to connect to the women in your life who have been mother figures to you, and honoring that within you. So please take a comfortable seated position. This is still crooked. And let's see if I can get it right. And close your eyes and sit up tall. Okay. Close the eyes, sit up tall. Doesn't matter how you're sitting, just so that your spine is long. Notice how you're feeling. Maybe just upon hearing my words about mothering, if it feels sad to you, if it feels proud to you, if it feels grateful, all these things are perfect. Just bringing exactly what you're bringing in this experience right now. And take a deep breath into any emotions, any thoughts, any feelings physically, and let it go. And then we'll just come to the moment here, bringing your left hand to your heart and just leaving it there, paying attention to the way your hand feels on your chest, on your heart space, the Anahata chakra, where love is abiding, compassion, forgiveness, self-love. And right now, I would love you to connect with a quality within yourself that feels mothering. Whether it's the way you show up for your friends and family, the food you cook, the art you create, the friendships you sustain, boundaries that you're really good at drawing, whatever it is, connect to that right now. And then let's just take a moment as well. The first thing that came to me creating this little ditty for you all is kind of the weight that we carry as women on our shoulders, whether you're a mother or not, or maybe it's something passed down through the women in your generation that you're carrying things that don't even belong to you. And that always sits for me in my shoulders. So we're going to open the shoulders today. So if there's anything you're carrying that you'd like to put down, let's do it right now, whether it belongs to you or not. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. And let your hand come to your thigh. You can gently open your eyes. And we're going to come to stand. We're going to start standing today. So get rid of whatever you're sitting on. I'm gonna face the camera. Okay, good, you can see me pretty well. Bring your arms out to the sides and your fingertips can touch your shoulders, and just start to move the elbows in a big circle. And I'm swaying side to side. I'm just gonna try to find my center as I move my shoulders here. You can switch the circle a couple times. So one direct, couple, moving the roll forward, then moving the roll back in space. And then I'm gonna come to stand with my feet just underneath my hips. But if you feel better, feet together or maybe really wide, just make sure that the toes are pointing forward. Okay, let's just bring the arms down for a moment because we're gonna bring them up for a little bit. Okay, anchor your tailbone down. So in other words, my bad habit, you all know, is I like to lock my knees and stick my pelvis forward. So I'm just gonna make sure everything is in alignment. I'm gonna slightly bend my knees standing. So you see the difference here to here. I have my curve in my spine, but I'm dropping my tailbone down, not out, okay? And then I want you to bring your arms out, nice and strong. Okay, and then here we go. We're gonna press down and up. Find your rhythm. Perfect. Then I want you to act like you're moving through syrup or molasses, so it's not easy. Shoulder blades down the back, relax the shoulders. Okay, I think that is enough. Now start to slow it down and freeze here, and then we're gonna go up with the palms and down. So we're rotating here. There's 3, 4, keep breathing, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, keep going, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, you got this, and 20. Now we're gonna flip the palms down and we're gonna make circles. Breathe. I'm not gonna count so you don't get obsessed with how long we're gonna do this. You got this, I know you can do it. You carry enough around, we certainly can do this for a couple minutes. Okay, now go back in space with the circles. Back, back, back. Are you breathing? Do you start to feel burning in your arms? I'm feeling it. More power to you if you're not. I can certainly feel it. Okay, I'm starting to sway too. So whatever it takes to get through, we're gonna do 2 more. Bring the arms up, and then you're gonna go quickly, 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 in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And notice if you're starting to soften in your core, drop that tail towards the earth, belly button inward and up. Relax your shoulders as you bring the arms in and out, in and out, in and out. Good. Are you breathing? Relax your jaw. Connect to how strong you are. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to take little side bends by bending one elbow and taking it to the opposite side. So I'm going left elbow in, right arm over, right elbow in, left arm over. And let's just speed it up a little bit. So exhale, 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 exhale. Relax the shoulders. Exhale. Get the side bend happening. Exhale, 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 exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let it go. Let it go, and now we're gonna take a flow. Feeling warm? Feeling strong? Good. Okay, here we go. Tadasana mountain pose, prayer to heart. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back to the lunge and drop your knee, arms up by the ears. Exhale, downward dog. When you're ready to breathe in, nice strong plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, booty up like an inchworm. Inhale to a low cobra. We're just warming up the spine. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, step the right foot forward, drop the back knee, arms by the ears, and then a forward fold, back foot to front. Inhale the arms up. Go right into the forward fold. Exhale. Left foot steps back, drop the knee, arms by the ears. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Take the entire exhale to come into Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, chin. Let all the air out, and then inhale, peel into your cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward, drop the back knee, arms up. Good. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale to rise up, and prayer to heart. Okay. Now I want you to bring the arms behind your head and interlace your fingers, elbows out. Again, I'm sticking my chest out. Let's just soften everything. Nice and strong. Feet can be right under your hips. Drop your tailbone. Take an inhale, look up to the sky, lean back, elbows out, and then exhale, hug the elbows kind of around your ears as you take a forward fold. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale, halfway lift, open up the elbows, straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold, hug your elbows in. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, squeeze everything inward as you fold over. 1 more time, halfway lift. Elbows out, straighten the legs best you can. Exhale, forward fold. This time, keep the legs straight. Hug the elbows in. And then let the hands come to the floor. You're going to step the left foot back to the lunge. Drop the knee. Plant the back foot, the top of the back foot on the mat. Inhale your arms up. Interlace your hands behind your head. And open up your chest to the sky. Shoulder blades down the back. Breathe. Good. Arms can come up. And we'll step back to downward dog. We're going to move through the flow of your choice. If you want to move on to Chaturanga, we'll take Chaturanga, which is what I'm going to do. If you feel like you want to keep going with knees, chest, chin, and to Cobra, certainly take that. Ready? Here we go. Inhaling to plank, top of a push-up, lowering Chaturanga. I'm going to take it the whole way to the mat this round, and then I'm going to take it into a Cobra. Breathing in. Exhale, downward dog. We're going to step the right foot forward. Inhale. Pop the back leg up. Breathe. So you're in a standing split on that right leg, and then drop the left foot to the right. Exhale over your legs. Interlace your hands behind your head, elbows in. And I want you to slowly roll up to stand, chin to chest, and just feeling all the feels as we roll up on that back body side. And then at the top, the head's the last thing to come up. Open the elbows and look up to the sky. And then here we go. Exhale, let that go. Now we're going to do the same thing on the left side. And I want you to do your left, switch the grip on your thumb. Okay. Inhale, look up, open the elbows wide, a little back bend, or a big one if you've got a nice back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Hug the elbows toward your ears, bend the knees, halfway lift, straighten the legs. And then we're going to take the forward fold with straight legs this time. So really release into that forward fold. Elbows can be wide now. Drop the hands and then step the right foot back to the lunge. So the left foot is forward. And then bring the hands behind the head. Lean into your back bend here. Top of the back foot on the mat. Heart to the sky. And then a down dog. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Elbows go straight back, heart forward. Cobra. If you're doing Cobra, the pubic bone stays on the mat. You're floating if you're in up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. And we're going to step left foot forward. Hopefully you can still hear me. I lost an earbud. Left foot forward. and a standing split. The right leg pops up. Right foot to left foot. Interlace your hands one last time here. Hug the elbows towards your ears and slowly roll up to stand one vertebrae at a time. Get a nice stretch in the back of your neck. Head's the last thing to come up. Look up. And exhale, arms down at your side. Okay. Interlace your hands behind your back. See if you can get the heels of your hands to touch. Take an inhale. Soften your ribs. Exhale, forward fold. Let the fist hit the floor behind you. Maybe never, maybe you can do that. But that's where we're urging that fist towards the floor. On the next inhale, keep the right foot forward and step the left foot back to a lunge, a high lunge. Okay, so planting that left foot, bending the right knee, coming up to a high lunge. If you lose your balance, you lose your balance. Okay, I'm making a little bit of space here because we're going to take a forward fold inside that front knee. So we're going to maintain the lunge. Here we go. Bow down, let your chest go inside the knee and arms up. So that's one long exhale. Now one long inhale to come up. Exhale, one long inhale, exhale to come down. A long inhale to come up. One more time, bowing down with an exhale. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Let the arms come down. Come all the way up. And then we're going to move through a flow. Ready? Here we go. Plank. Chaturanga. Maybe you're ready to move into an up dog. The knees and the hips float. Arms are straight, heart forward, neck long. Exhale, downward dog. Let's just take a couple breaths in our down dog. Whew, if you're holding on to anything, let's recognize that right now. And it's an opportunity to lay down what we don't need to carry. Breathe. I can feel it a little bit in my lower back. So I'm going to send my breath to my lower back right now. And then instead of doing a standing split again, I want to jump or walk the feet to the hands. So when you feel ready to move on, stay as long as you like and catch up when you're ready. You're going to soften the knees, look towards the hands, and on an exhale, walk or jump the feet to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, just a normal halfway lift, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up and prayer to heart. Good. Catch your breath for a moment, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Interlace your hands behind your back. Get the opposite thumb on top. Drop your tail, soften your ribs. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, forward fold. Let that fist move towards the floor. Open up the shoulders, away from the ears. Breathe. Check out the alignment of your legs. Make sure the knees aren't knocking towards each other. The knees are right on top of the ankles and the big toe mounds are pressing into the mat. You're getting into the belly of the hamstrings as your shoulders open up. And then the left foot stays forward. You step the right foot back to the lunge. See if you can maintain the lunge. Keep your balance. If you fall out, come back in. And then here we go, bowing down. Ready? Inside the front knee, exhale, slow exhale. Feel everything on the way down and everything on the way up. So we're not rushing through anything. It's a moment to really dive deep and examine what's happening, our strength, what's building. Inhale to come back up. One last time. And we're going to hold it. How's your arms? Keep staying strong. Arms. Dropping another earbud. Hopefully you can hear me when those things fall out. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Come back up. Woo, arms up. Move through a flow. Hands come down. Strong plank. Chaturanga to up dog to down dog. If you don't feel like doing that, you can always skip and breathe in a child's pose or right back to down dog. Your choice. Honor your body. Breathe. Keep breathing here. Okay. Look at the hands, soften the knees, walk or jump the feet to the hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise up. Prayer to heart. Pause and breathe. Okay. Now we're going to take the hands behind the back and make a prayer. So here's prayer. I'm not super good at this. If you can bring the prayer up a little higher, awesome. If that's way too much in your wrist, you can grab opposite wrists here, or maybe you have the flexibility but the wrists are bugging you. You could grab opposite elbows, okay? So it's your choice. Standing tall, breathing in and out. Here we go. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Get really long. Forward fold. And then step the left foot back to a lunge. Peel down the foot. And we're going to come into warrior one. Okay, drop the tail. Hips are facing the front. Front knee bending right on top of the ankle. And then we're going to straighten the leg. Back the back foot in, just a hint, and forward fold over that front leg. Plant the right big toe mound, the heel, the pinky toe of the right foot. Send your right hip up and back, left hip down and forward. Extend over your legs. See if you can go a little deeper, elbows away from each other, shoulders down the back, externally rotating your right thigh. Whew, breathe, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, bend the knee. Let the arms go. Come on up. Warrior one. And then we'll move through a flow. Hands down. Step back to plank, nice and strong. Move through your chaturanga to up dog and to down dog. The right leg can lift up to down dog, split. Open up the hip if that feels nice to you. And then send it in between your hands for warrior two. Okay. The right arm bends. Catch the elbow. You can stay right here. If you have the full bind, internally rotate the left arm. See if you can get the tips of your fingers to hook here. And we're gonna hold this here and breathe. Then we're gonna lean back, peaceful warrior. Looking up past the elbow. Straighten the leg, come back up. Tip into a triangle as far as you can go. Inhale to come back up. Release the bind, but let that left arm come for your hip or your thigh. And then we're going to come into side angle pose. So side angle with this half bind. If it feels good to you to do a full bind, please move into a full bind. The hand can come to the floor. You can connect the hands behind your back. Be where you are. Maybe this feels great. Okay. Come on up. Unwind. Cartwheel the hands down. Step back to plank. And then we're going to not move through a flow. So hang on. We're going to come into side plank. Right arm, right shoulder stacks over the right wrist. You can stagger your feet in the back. You can stack them. The left arm up. Whatever you want with that right leg is fine with me. Left leg. And then from here, we're going to go to Chaturanga. Ready? 3, 2, exhale. Plank right into Chaturanga. Up dog to down dog. You got this. No child's pose if you can help it. Dig a little deeper. We're going to bend the knees, look at the hands, walk or jump the feet to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Prayer to heart. Bring your prayer to heart, prayer behind your back, reverse prayer with the arms. If you were here last time, switch the grip on your wrists or opposite elbows. Okay, here we go. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Now the left foot is going to stay in the front. You can soften the knees, step the right foot back. Peel it down for warrior one. Prayer up your back. Bending the front knee, hips forward. Okay, here we go. Into pyramid pose. Back the back foot in a little bit and straighten the leg. Hips are forward, they're square. You're gonna take a flat back over the leg. Plug down that left big toe, externally rotate the left thigh bone. Use that back foot and lay out over that leg and breathe. Left hip goes in, up and back. Right hip down and forward. Breathe. Relax your neck. My leg is shaking. How about you? Go a little deeper if you can. Inhale to come up. Make your way back to warrior one. Let the arms go up by the ears. And move through your flow. Here we go. Plank. Nice and strong. Chaturanga. To up dog. To down dog. Left leg inhales up. Open up the hip. Square the hips, send the left foot through, and come all the way up to warrior two. Bend the left elbow. Catch the elbow with the right hand. Maybe this is what you do, and that's perfect. If you have the full bind, internally rotate the right arm. Connect your fingers. Bend the knee. Tip back. Peaceful warrior, breathe. Good. Straighten the leg, triangle pose. Breathe. Inhale to come up. Let go of the bind. Your right hand can come to the thigh or your hip. And then we're going to come into side angle pose. So maybe the left elbow to left knee, and you're just hanging here in this half bind, breathing, opening, strengthening. Maybe the left hand comes to the floor. Maybe it reaches around to connect with the hand. Then you open up your heart to the sky and lean back wherever you are. 3, 2, and 1. Release the bind. Pass through warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down and step back to a strong plank. And then we're going to come into the side plank. Remember, so the left hand, shoulders over the left wrist. Start to tip into this where the arms are stacked. Maybe the feet stack or they stay staggered. Maybe you lift the right leg. Maybe you do a tree, the right leg. Nice and strong. 3, 2, we're going to come right into Chaturanga. Exhale. Chaturanga to up dog to down dog. Breathe. Look at the hands, bend the knees, jump the feet to the hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Prayer to heart. Inhale, your arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Jump back to Chaturanga or step back to plank. Come into your back bend. And then a child's pose, just for a moment. Let the third eye rest on your mat. Space between the eyebrows. And then we're going to come onto the belly. Take a Sphinx pose just for a moment. So forearms can come down. Bring the hips down. Make a prayer with your hands. Bring the shoulders away from the ears. Hug your elbows back towards your hips. Belly button to spine. Draw your tail towards your heels and spread your toes. Press your feet down. 3, 2, and 1. Maintain everything that's happening now, except open up the arms so that the middle fingers are kind of moving towards the corners, and then straighten the arms. Tail towards your heels. Open up your heart. 3, 2, and 1. Come down. I want to get into the shoulders laying down. Just a couple more things here. So the left arm is out and the right hand is kind of like that Sphinx position, but turned in parallel to the front of the mat. And then you're going to lift up, come on down, just lay down on your hand, lift up the right leg and send it over the body. And then you can move that right hand kind of towards the corner of your mat here and get a nice stretch in your shoulder. Maybe this foot the knee bends and hits the floor. Maybe it's straight. See how it feels. Mostly I'm wanting you to get into that left shoulder, and you will feel a nice stretch in your back as well. So move this right hand wherever it feels like it can anchor down and help you get a stretch in your shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. Back around. And then we'll switch. The right arm goes out to, the arms really come out to a T, I should say, and then you can bend this left elbow, lift up the left leg, bring it over your body. So that left arm is integrated into the shoulder. It's moving straight out from the shoulder. Maybe you feel a nice stretch in your back, but I want you to feel it in your shoulder. You may have, I know some of you, Karina, I think you maybe, Mercedes, could bring this top arm up to meet the bottom arm. I didn't say that on the other side. So if you want to do it again, you can. I can't get that. So I'm going to see right here. Breathe. So in other words, you're taking this left hand and interlacing your hands together. Ha! That is open shoulders right there. Come on back over. And I'm moving back onto my mat. And then I want to do puppy dog pose. 3 more things before we take Shavasana. Bring your chin to the mat or your forehead, hips right on top of the knees. And breathe here. Puppy dog pose, Anahatasana. You're getting right into that heart space, into the shoulders. Sometimes I like to grab the edge of my mat and pull it away, push it away, and urge my heart down a little deeper. Draw your belly button to spine so that you protect your lower back. 3, 2, and 1. Come out of that softly. And then I want to take a twist here. So you're going to thread the right arm underneath the left. If it feels good to stay here, which for me it does, I'm going to stay right here. If you want to come to like a child's pose and take the twist, you can do that. It's up to you where you come from here. Breathing in and out. Good, let's switch sides. Come around and breathe. So the left arm threads underneath the right. Breathe in the twist. 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Good. Come and sit on your heels for a moment in Vajrasana. Hopefully you're sweating a little bit. And your shoulders feel good. Close your eyes and breathe. Good. Let's come to lay on the back for shoulder stand. If you have a blanket and you want to fold the blanket, I have a yoga blanket here. Maybe you have one at home, maybe you don't. But I'm going to make a square. So I folded it in half, then again this way, so that the tassels are going to go away from me. And then at the edge here, you're going to get your shoulders to line up here, maybe with like a finger or two above your shoulder. Okay. If you don't have a blanket, it's okay. Come down this way so you can see me better. Okay. So we're laying down and there's a little bit of blanket past my shoulders, but just a little bit. If you don't have a blanket, again, no big deal. So here are your options. You could move away from the middle of your mat and put your legs up the wall so that they're resting on the wall. That's a great option. You could just bring the legs up right here and breathe. Do I have a block close by? I do. If you wanted, you could put a block underneath your sacrum and do Viparita Karani, the legs up this way. Any height is fine. Or we can come into shoulder stand. So we pull the knees into the chest. I'm bringing my shoulder blades together right away and letting the feet hit the floor behind me in Halasana. The throat is long, so the chin isn't pointing into your chest. Your neck is nice and long. There's space at the throat. And then you lift, before you lift one leg, hands to your lower back. Then lift one leg up and the other. Maybe some of you can do this pose without holding onto your lower back. That's fine. And we're going to breathe here. Close the eyes wherever you are. Throat is open. I want you to put a ball of light at your third eye space. Breathe that little marble down your palate, past the throat, into the heart. Exhale it back up through the throat, through the palate to the third eye. Again, breathing in, pull that marble down to your throat, to your heart. Exhale, move that ball of light past the throat, through the palate, into the third eye. One more time, breathing that ball of light past the palate and throat into the heart. And breathe it back up to the third eye as you exhale. Good. Start to let that visualization go. And then we'll slowly bring the legs back down over the head. If you're on the block, you can bend one knee, put the foot on the floor, then the other foot on the floor. And then lift the block, lift your butt up and take the block out and come down. If you're in Halasana, you can slowly come down one vertebrae at a time. Little rock at the end is okay if your lower back feels tight. And then soles of the feet together and knees open. If you want to get rid of the blanket, you can, but this feels really nice right now, so I'm going to let that go. And I'm going to bring my arms up over my head. If that doesn't feel nice to you, maybe out to a T feels good for Shavasana. At any point, if you want to straighten out the legs and take the legs long, actually, that feels really nice. I'm going to stay right there. Be where you want to be. And we'll start to bring our thoughts to relaxation. We're going to give gratitude for the burdens, for the things that we've carried for way too long, because they got us to where we are and they kept us strong. And we're going to thank them and leave them here today because they no longer serve and we don't need to carry that all. So finding gratitude for the women in your life that are a mother figure to you. Let that bring a smile to your face. And relax. If your knees are open and the feet are touching, straighten out the legs. If the arms are over your head or out to the side, just rest the arms alongside your body, palms facing the sky. And take a few moments here. Start to bring life to the body, starting with the breath. In and out, making some movement, stretching. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. You can rock up to sit or rock off to one side. And we'll come and sit together. Sit up tall, close the eyes, and bring your left hand to your heart. Right hand on top of that. Oh, hi, Kelly. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Thank you all for joining me today. Namaste. She scared the crap out of me. Have you had enough? Namaste.